answer the questions that are easy for you. So when you glance at the vocabulary in whatever SAT passage that you're working on, if the vocabulary looks familiar to you, then you might want to go ahead and try to answer those questions first. But remember, you need to read, if not the entire paragraph it's in, go at least maybe a sentence or two above where the word is, and the sentence, and the next sentence, and then the actual sentence the word is in, and maybe even a couple sentences after, in case they give you clues. Sometimes they'll give you antonyms. Sometimes they'll give you examples that'll kind of give you a heads up. So, as used in line 6, embraced most nearly means lovingly held. That's the definition. Readily adopted could be eagerly hugged. Yep. Reluctantly used. Okay, just knowing embrace. There's just not even possibly D as an answer choice. So we're left with A, B, and C as far as possible meanings. Now let's go back and read that first paragraph that includes line 6, and that'll get us started. Okay, so again, when you first start reading, don't forget to read this information up here. Sometimes it can be helpful. Definitely gives you an overall view that might help you with the main idea of a passage, because a lot of times the titles of a passage are basically, in other words, the main idea. So, can economics be ethical? I'm curious to go back and check out that question and see if the title can help. But anyway, that first paragraph, and remember, we're specifically looking for how the word embraced is used in line 6. So recent debates about the economy have rediscovered the question, is that right? Where right means more than just profits or efficiency. Some argue that because the free markets allow for personal choice, they are already ethical. Others have accepted the ethical critique and embraced corporate social responsibility. But before we can label any market outcomes as immoral or sneer at economists who try to put a price on being ethical, we need to be clear on what we're talking about. Okay, so, wow, all right, let's go back and check that sentence out with the embraced. So, again, they're talking about economics, and let's see, some argue that the free market allow for personal choice, they are already ethical. Others have accepted ethical critique and embraced corporate social responsibility. So let's see, have they lovingly held? I don't see us going up and lovingly holding a corporate business, not a CEO or anything like that. And then the C, eagerly hugged. Yeah, I don't think in economics here we're talking about lovingly holding somebody or eagerly hugged. So let's look at readily adopted. All right, so let's see. Some argue that because the free markets allow for personal choice, they are already ethical. Others have accepted the ethical critique and readily adopted corporate social responsibility. Sounds good to me. So in lines 6 and 7, the author states that people have accepted the ethical critique and embraced corporate social responsibility. So in that context, people embrace or readily adopt corporate social responsibility by acting in a certain way.